his camera is a little bit fuzzy. Hello, welcome in everybody. Happy Saturday. Whoa, hold on. I just saw a wall of text right when I opened up the thing. Let me get a Big Mac with a large Coke, 2 McDoubles. This is not a McDonald's. I'm sorry. Hi, welcome in, Bella. How are you? Holly, hello, hello. Good morning. Hopefully everyone has been having a good day today. I woke up super early. You know what? I woke up super early and then I was like, you know, I remember my best friend Dana saying something about wearing an eye mask to go to bed, and maybe it will let me sleep all the way till when my alarm goes instead of having to, like, you know, wake up when the sun is bright. Sorry, a friend is messaging me. Hold on. Enjoy your horny gambas today. Thanks, Fuzz. Thank you for the save check. Horny for a snack? Okay, wait. Okay, I have to tell you guys. Sorry, I might be a little bit distracted. My friend is messaging me. She has been having kind of a hard time, so I do just want to make sure that I get back to her, like, ASAP. If she needs anything. Yeah, sorry about that. But this morning was really busy. I woke up a little quiet. Oh, it's because, sorry guys, I've been recording a lot. Okay, but here's the thing. I've been recording so much, because I have a lot to prepare for Offkai. I'm actually busy literally every weekend leading up to Offkai. So, I am trying to record and I'm trying to edit all the ASMR videos I'm going to release June, July, and August, because I'm giving myself some time after Offkai to rest as well. Like, what the fuck is that word, princess? I don't even know. Rest doesn't exist in my vocabulary. But I was telling myself, okay, get 3 months worth of recordings done so that you can really focus on, like, rehearsals, because we haven't really announced it yet. We are allowed to announce it. Not like the details, but I just want everyone to know, if you are making it out to Offkai, if you happen to be out there, I will be performing with Minuet, my friend group. We will be performing at Offkai. So if you guys are interested in, you know, my music, if you guys are interested in supporting me, you know, we will be performing. We'll also be doing a relay. So, I'm trying to raise money so that we can get some ribbons printed. We're just looking to fundraise money for some freebies to give out at the concert so that people can remember us, so that, you know, we can get a little bit bigger. Does lads have snack gambas? They do not. Got a busy day, so I'm popping in to say hi. Shino, I love you. I hope you have a good day today, even though it's really busy. Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, so I literally woke up. Sorry, there's too many things I want to talk about. I woke up this morning and then I went to Costco, because if you guys don't know, today, let me show you. Let me go.
Is your efficacy better when you're with me?
Yes, it is,
I
Zane.
hope we can
Thank
enjoy
you.
ourselves next time as well.
Thank you, Zane. I appreciate you. I love you very much. If you guys don't know, today is Caleb's birthday. So let me show you. It's under with him, and then memo. So, about him. As you can see, his birthday is June 13th, or it's not today. I lied. It's next weekend. Oops, my bad. I'm a week early. Why did my brain think June 6th? All right, well, my roommate will have flowers a week early. I went to Costco for... Thank you for the hydrate. I will drink some water. I went to Costco to get flowers for my roommate because last time it was Silas's birthday. So I got her flowers for Silas's birthday. So I also got her... I got her some orange roses for Caleb's birthday. So I hope that she enjoys the flowers a week early. My bad. I was just really excited about Caleb's birthday, I guess. I didn't know you were going live. I'd raid. No worries. Thank you, Zane, for the 12% boost in my efficacy, which means I'm working at a 162%. So I went ahead and got her some roses. I came back, finished the little birthday card, which oops, my bad. Let me just text my roommate and just say hee sorry. I mistook Caleb's birthday. Hee. Sorry, I mistook Caleb's B-day. You have some flowers. What smiley face should I do? I should do upside down smiley face. Early. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Caleb's birthday is next week, I guess, but I got her flowers today. I woke up early, went to Costco. Didn't need to fill up on gas. I got home. And since I've been home, I've been doing research for some of my Hannah Montana stuff. I'm really excited. I'm looking for like a whole bunch of different like scripts and tropes, and so I think it's really fun to see what I can come up with. And yeah. Okay, sorry. My friend was just confirming something. Head pat if you can. Wait, that's not a head pat. That's a machop? Machop? But what was I saying? Oh, and then I've been also preparing a whole bunch for all the audios that I'm gonna be releasing. Oh, and then also because I recorded like a really long script, I am gonna break it up into like 4 different parts to release on YouTube. But in the meantime, I felt like, okay, well, I need to I was gonna release the full length audio for Patreon, which means for the next 3 weeks I don't have anything to like give my Patreon members. So I was like, I gotta feel like I'm gonna come up with something for the Patreon exclusive, so I need to record for that. And then I've been thinking, like, for the past 2 years I've had a few patrons that have supported me regardless of whether I offer exclusives or not, right? So they are just giving me money purely to support, like, for the love of the game, which I really appreciate. So I've been thinking of ways and audios that I can record and put out on my Patreon specifically for them. And I think I've come up with a good solution. It might be like a sleep aid kind of yappy audio where I just talk about my YouTube posts that are kind of like my journal, like diary entries anyways. And I think it'll be like a nice kind of different type of content that is still my voice, but it's not as intense to edit and put out. So I think it'll be an easy win for me and something that I can provide my Patreon subscribers. But yeah, so that's been my morning that I've been running around trying to figure out. Hi Action, welcome in. How are you? So yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys have been good. I hope that you guys haven't been as productive as me, because honestly, my head spins a little bit when I talk about what I need to get done. My music meeting just got moved up from 4 to 3, so I am probably gonna need to hop off I need to find time to eat. Like, guys, after this, it's like go go go. I have to meet for music, and then I have violin rehearsals, and then I am figuring out some stuff for Hannah Montana with my friend. There's like very few friends that I have let in on this little secret of mine, so I am getting with them to make sure that I have everything in place, and then I have to write up a post, and then I'm going to later tonight I'm gonna try to record some more because we are trying to get ahead. Let's see, I put an audio out every week, right? So that's 4 audios a month. I then need to record and edit 12 audios before, I want to say before July, because I think when July rolls around, it's going to get really, really busy with off-kai preparations. Like, there's going to be a lot more physical things that I want to prepare, like buttons, and we need to get ribbons in, and I need to organize things because people are flying in to hang out with us, right? So I'm gonna make sure that everything is ready so that when people come, I'm not busy working on stuff, because that would be rude of me. I don't share this, but last year I've gotten an Xbox. Think of sharing it because I'm thinking what sale games to get right now. No worries. I hope you get some good games. I don't have an Xbox, so I don't know what games are on Xbox and what games would be good, but I hope that you choose well. John, welcome in. How are you? Excuse me, I needed to burp. How have you been? But yeah, so, but despite how busy I am later today, we should focus on the here and now, the present, right? We should rewind, reset. Let's focus on what we need to do. Do they actually get older on their birthday? They do not. They are forever 25, forever 27. Let's see. How old is he? I don't know. 25. Forever 25. I think Zane is 27. Let's take a look. 27. What's this? Apart from visiting some medical museum, I'll go look at the river when I want to relax. Oh, that was from the date that we had. I see. I think Silas is like 28 or 29? 28. I think... Oh, God. Xavier is like 24. No, just a question mark. We don't know how old he is. He's like really old, but I think like canonically he tells people he's 24. I'm not sure about that, but let's see. Xavier destroyed the suppressor on his neck, granting him immense power. The gain, however, came at a staggering cost. We know that. We learned about that last week. I think Raphael is 22? No, 24. Are Xavier and Raphael 24? But anyways, yeah, so that is that's the boys. Feeling a bit lightheaded today, but after eating good and coffee, I feel a bit better now. Well, I hope that, you know, you continue to feel good and you don't feel any, you know, lightheadedness. But yes. Okay. Let's start the... Oh, before we do that, let's just grab any of these little red dots. And then we also have this to roll for. We have 3 of them, so let's roll in Lemonette's Trove. We got a title, photo item, and wall item, I guess. And then Was there anything else? Oh, we have Galaxy Explorer. Oh, I don't have any gold ones. Interesting. I thought I did. Let's do all 6. No, let's do 5. 88, 11. Quick Explore, we'll do -1. Show, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. Man, my throat's weird. I hope it's not weird by tonight when I have to record stuff. Oh, we have 2 of these. Okay, let's go do 2 of those things. 88, 11. Quick Explore. Confirm. Okay, just shards, that's fine. And then we'll do Explore. The long one. Okay, so then with that, we are going to continue with the main story. Divergent Stirs, Chapter 4. Story number 3, Islands as Pawns. Hold on, I need a cough, and also, I've been drinking, you know why my throat is weird? It's because I've been drinking a sugary boba tea instead of water. So, actually, before we start, I'm gonna go grab some water. And then we will start with this chapter. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna BRB. Give me like 2 seconds. Sugar? Lots of sugar. More likely than you may think. Okay. Just got water. Would you guys... Okay, question. Because, like, I've seen some other VAs do this, like ASMR VAs, who have kind of moved into streaming. Would you guys be interested in a stream where I just work on recordings? Because, like, listen, if I can record and get streaming, like, get recording done and stream at the same time, and, like, you guys find it useful and beneficial, then, like, why not, right? Like, would you guys be interested in that? Or is that, like, too much of a niche thing? We wouldn't mind a working stream. Okay. I'll see if there's any, like, scripts I can... Because then you'll hear, like... Hold on. I have a clicker. Can you guys hear this? I have a clicker that I use to tag all my bad takes, and I... drink a lot of water. I eat a lot of green apples. I mute and cough a lot. So my recordings sometimes are not the best. But yeah, maybe a working stream. That might be fun. You guys don't hear me cough because I usually mute my OBS. Celebrating my 30-month mod anniversary. That doesn't feel right. It seems like just last year that I was gaslighting you into being scared of a game with nothing to fear. Nev, I love you. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Clicker training. I mean, okay, I don't even use this for Hermes. He doesn't know what this means. He has no idea. Like, I've never trained him on this, right? So, he hears this and he doesn't expect a little treat or anything. This is purely for recording purposes. You have clicker trained your PC and self into edit here. I don't even need to. Like, I see the waveform, the double, right? And I'm like, okay, I need to find where the other part to cut is. 0 interest from Hermes, slowly drifting into sleep. He hears it, he's like, I have no association with this noise. I think that's why I can, like, if I ever get another dog, I can never clicker train them because I don't want to be recording and then have them associate the sound of the clicks with treats, because that would ruin their training. He's not even interested in all the mentions of his name. I know he a little bit eepy. I need to get a clicker. So some people, if you don't want to get a clicker, you can clap, you can snap, whatever is like easy for like the program to pick up a waveform that's really sharp, right? So then you know, like, oh, I right here need to cut. But yes, how was recording? Give Hermes a treat. He heard that. He was like, what? Treat for Hermes? Treat for me? A treat for baby? Hermes. Take it. You're too far. Okay, fine. Oh, you are such a princess. John's giving you a treat from Uncle John. Take it. Yes, good boy, Hermes. What a lazy boy. What a lazy baby. He literally sat there while I reached for him. It did not go well. My roommate could be heard in every take. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is me scrapping the take and redo it until I think it's good enough. Listen. It's not about perfection, okay? Like, it's... I think as long as you record and put emotion behind your voice, even if it wasn't perfect, I think that's kind of the point. Like, people listen to these things not because they want, like, what do I want to say? They're not listening for, like, the perfect take. They're listening for a real human voice with real qualities about that human voice. Does that make sense? You know? Like, what's interesting about someone's voice is not how perfect it is. Because of course it has to sound nice, but there's also qualities like how they breathe, or like sometimes they'll stumble and stutter over words, and like there are very charming qualities about that. You can really hear, you know, someone's personality through their voice. What is emotion? Something I haven't felt in years. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. You know, when I record and I need to emote into my voice, I just think extreme. You know, like I think, what is the one thing that would make me really, really sad? And of course that would be if one day Hermes, you know, when he's not here anymore, his last day, and like how I would I would give him his last day and all the things that we would do, right? I don't know why I went really sad first. Sad is really hard to get out of. Or like, you know, if I want to sound really like happy and cheery, I don't know, I'm just always happy and cheery. So that's an easy emotion for me. Anger is kind of hard. I don't get angry very often. But you know, yeah, you have to think of extremes, you know, to pull the emotion out of your voice. Like, what's a time that I was really angry? And you have to think back to it, and you have to really remember all the like ways that your body felt, you know, like your head getting hot or your chest getting tight, like all of that, because your physical condition affects how your voice sounds, right? And that's why, like, when we were doing the session with Han, she was some of the voice actors that went on to do the coaching with her on stream, they were physically moving their body, right? Whether they were screaming or, you know, doing like effort noises, they were really like putting their whole body into the recording. And that's because when you move your body, it changes how your voice sounds, you know? So speaking into the microphone is good. Having a nice microphone is good. Having a nice voice is good. But the difference between you and someone who's actually, you know, a professional voice actor is they employ their whole body when doing a recording and deliver, you know, a more, I guess, like authentic, like, performance. Yeah. Okay, anyways, weirdly enough, to get myself in the mood for recording, I listen and sing to songs in the same wavelength of the vibe I'm going for. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good way to get like into the headspace, right? Speaking into the microphone is good. You should write a book. Yeah, you know, how to become an ASMR VA, like a hobbyist ASMR VA. Step 1, have a microphone. And preferably have something to record with, because not just having a microphone, you do need to plug that into something to record. This entire time I've just been shouting out my window off to the side. Yeah, a microphone would be so much easier. It's true. Step 2, I mean, you can record for yourself and, you know, listen to your own voice for ASMR, I guess. You know what I think it's so silly, but I think a lot of people don't like the way their voice sounds. Are you guys like that? I'm definitely someone who doesn't mind how my voice sounds. Even before I started streaming, I had, if you guys don't know, I used to teach English in Japan, so I used to record myself a lot. Actually, I might still have some. Let me see. Let me take a look. I recorded a lot of these on voice note on my phone, or voice memos. Hold on. Let's just see. I don't think it has any doxing information. If it does, just forget about it, okay? Okay, part 2 questions. Let's just see. What does it say?
Number 6. Where is Anna from?
So that was me asking questions for the students to listen to and answer, and like in the previous dialogue there was like 2 characters talking or whatever. So you can see I'm really good at being okay listening to my voice, because I had to do it a lot, and I recorded it. So I love the sound of my own voice. Don't have misophonia. Is that like the inability to stand like mouth noises. I am, but I am getting better about it sometimes. I think I've just listened to so many recordings of myself at this point that... Is it weird? I kind of like how my voice sounds. Not to be narcissistic. I do like how my voice sounds. When I go through recordings, I'll be like, oh yeah, like I actually really did good in this section. Like, wow, I like how I did this and this and this. Like I don't get like squidged about like how my voice sounds in recordings. I think it's how I sound in recordings is how I hear myself. You know how some people are like, oh, it sounds different. Like that's not me, you know? I think I sound exactly how I do in my head in recordings. It's okay to love yourself. They can't stop you. It's not illegal. It's true. But some people are like, oh, she's so full of herself. You know what I mean? So, mouth noises or lots of other things. I see. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of mouth noises on my end. Sometimes I just have a very dry mouth and then my mouth just likes to hold on to all of the hydration it can get. If you don't love yourself, why should anyone else? It's true. If you don't love yourself and someone else shows you love, you're more willing to take abuse from them. So don't do that. Love yourself first. Okay. Sorry. That is to say, let's finally start. We've been on this page talking about this for the past like 15 minutes. Okay. Story 3. Islands as pawns. Ooh, what a nice little room. Inside the room, the curtains are tightly drawn to prevent the faintest traces of sunlight and sound from penetrating the stagnant air. The time spent waiting stretches, seemingly pulled taut by invisible, intangible radio waves. They tug at the nerves of whoever might be on either end. Before the third ring is about to end, he answers the call.
Mr. Sutherland.
Who's Mr. Sutherland?
Our talented artist has kept me waiting. I brought you what you wanted, Raphael. So when will you uphold your end of the deal?
Do we know? I forgot. Do we know him?
Of course. I have her with me right now.
Are we trading? What's happening?
However, what you've brought is only enough for me to deliver her. Whether or not you can subdue her depends on your skills.
Why are we trying to subdue? That doesn't sound good. Why does he have 4 on his belt? I don't know. Maybe he just likes the number 4.
Don't worry. I'm eager to end this quickly. But Wave Chaser Island hasn't been peaceful lately, right?
The 4th clone? Oh my goodness.
It's just a storm that won't create real waves. If you're scared, you don't have to visit the island.
Very well. My greatest virtue is that I never pretend to be brave. I'll humbly await your presence at Verona's breakwater at 4 p.m.
The call ends and the phone nimbly twirls between Raphael's fingers. He pauses to capture the image of a glistening glass by the window. I take a big gulp of my iced mint lemonade before opening the curtains. Swoosh! Blinding sunlight floods the room. Whoa. I didn't dare to drink anything while you were talking. You two spoke for so long that the ice almost melted.
Please. I'm here performing a scene with conspiracy and betrayal, only to see you basking in the sun. With a cold drink, I might add. How am I supposed to stay in character?
The glass finds its way into his hands, and the liquid is gone within seconds.
That guy dares to steal business from Ever for his own benefit. You can imagine how alert he must be.
So, when he asked you about me, it must have been for...
The Ether Core.
He's a coward, but he has quite the appetite. Perched on the small table next to him, I watch Raphael drink water. I cross my arms and narrow my eyes. Be honest with me. Was I a part of your deal with him since the beginning?
No. It's more like taking advantage of what was available. What can I do when the most precious treasure I have is...
We're his most precious treasure? Me! Me! Raphael sets down his glass and turns it on the table. He watches it refract radiant light.
So you're well aware. I'll give you credit for guessing correctly.
At least I don't need to act as someone else. On your home turf, I'm sure okay. Rewind. On your home turf, I'm sure Mr. Sutherland won't be too particular about it. Raphael rests his chin on his hand and tilts his face toward me, idly brushing a fingertip over the droplets beating along the glass.
Two big shots like us putting on a special performance for him. It's only fair that he pays up. Since he's afraid of being watched by Gaia Biotech and doesn't dare to visit the island, I can probably guess the location he chose for the deal. On Verona's southern breakwater, there's a center with a small brain computer interface. After they started researching protocors, Ever abandoned the project. It's hard to say if that's a good or bad thing.
Why is this place special?
There's not a soul in sight for 3 kilometers, which is perfect for double-crossing people.
The ice cubes in my glass lose their balance and clink as they fall. Raphael and I exchange a glance and grin like a pair of conspiring villains. His most precious pressure! The helicopter lands behind a breakwater on a desolate stretch of Verona's coastline. Raphael leaps onto the ground while carrying me. Let go of me!
Struggle anymore and I'll drop you. There are man-eating fish waiting for you. Not even your bones will remain once their stomachs are full.
I like this little trickery and jape we are playing.
Then use your resonance evil to check and see if he has anything with abnormal energy. That'll be our target.
Okay. My face is covered and I can't see anything clearly. Supporting my arm, Raphael guides me. A kidnapper being this gentle? Won't someone see right through our act? Raphael, be rougher! Don't blow our cover when we've barely started.
Relax a bit and follow my lead. You won't get hurt.
After our whispers end, Raphael presses his hand against my back and shoves me forward forcefully. Add kidnapping roleplay to the list? I don't want anyone to kidnap me. Suppressing my defensive reflex, I stumble several steps and go with the momentum. To onlookers, I appear to be a victim who almost falls. Fortunately, the path isn't very long. I soon hear the sound of a heavy iron door opening ahead of us. The elevator descends, and it takes us deeper underground. Sutherland has already arrived. His guard leads us to one of the floors, and Raphael pushes me out of the elevator. Our guide, probably believing there won't be any serious issues now, finally removes the covering from my head. Oh, hold on. The headset got all weird. I exchange a glance with Raphael before discreetly surveying our surroundings. I note the positions of several guards without showing any reaction.
Both of you need to wait here.
Many wanderers are hiding here. In the corner of the reception room, several malformed figures remain motionless. It's as if they're objects. But their energy fluctuations keep me on edge. I find an opportunity to subtly signal Raphael to keep his distance.
They even lined up to welcome us. They're so polite.
Don't move. These things only obey their leader's commands. If you provoke them, I won't be able to save you.
From this angle, I can't see Raphael's expression, but the hand gripping my arm gives a gentle squeeze to silently reassure me.
Then why do we have to wait here? And how long do we have to wait?
The equipment's still being prepared. It'll take at least another hour.
Equipment?
This wasn't part of the deal.
The boss said the higher-ups require a protocol verification.
My arm is tapped. It's a secret signal Raphael and I established beforehand.
If anything unexpected happens, run.
I have to leave you behind?
Can you really do that, though?
No.
Just run. I'll catch you and bring you back. If we show the exchange is unstable, we can demand to speed up the process.
Oh, I see. As we discussed before, resistance will make it look more convincing. I spin around abruptly, using the momentum to break free from Raphael. I pull out the gun they failed to find during the pat-down. Just as the guard reacts, I run while Raphael provides cover. I take the guard down and immediately make a break for it.
Squad number 2, take her!
Your men are too clumsy. Since they're bound to damage valuable cargo, let's not risk it. I'll handle this.
I sprint back along the path I took and hide in the place where the corridor splits. From the darkness, the sound of unhurried footsteps approaches. He's here! Oh! He looks so dangerous. Don't come any closer!
Shush. Bear with it, okay?
Oh, they look so cute together. Okay, hold on, pause. Okay, it is loading and it's taking a long time. So let's give it like a couple minutes to like render the cutscene, I guess, so that we can enjoy it in all its beautiful glory. Man, my MC and Raphael look so cute together. Wasn't exactly the most convincing recapture. Do you think our, do you think the people we're gonna double cross realizes that? Just slowly walking after us? I mean, it's because, like, Raphael presents himself as this, like, cocky dude, right? Like, he knows that he'll be, like, he knows he's strong enough to grab us. So, like, why do we need to, like, why does he need to rush or hurry? Because, like, we're already trapped underground, you know? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make maybe some delicious jjajangmyeon this weekend. I'm so excited, you guys. Maybe, so I do need to move up my music meeting, but I'm wondering, depending on when we finish this set for the main story, I may need to bounce because I'm gonna go to H Mart to possibly get groceries so I can make some jjajangmyeon. Oh my god, I'm gonna post a huge zucchini on Twitter. So Ever was at her in-laws last Monday, and her in-laws have this like garden, I guess, and they grow stuff, and they cut this like humongo zucchini. And so I was like, because Ever hates zucchini. Thank you for the follow, Jonderfin. Ever hates zucchini, so she was like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll make some jjajangmyeon. It'll be delicious. Okay, do you think that the cutscene has loaded now? It'll go smooth? Let's try. Hello, hi, welcome in. Are you a Lads player? Have you played through all of To Our Yesterday? Who's your favorite? Sorry, I'm asking you all these questions right when you come in. Hello, I hope you're having a good Saturday or Sunday if it's Sunday where you're at. I am in fact one of those. Who's your main? Who do you main? Okay, it's smooth.
I'm here. No greeting?
You kept your word. I'm certain our cooperation will be pleasant this time as well.
Oh!
Rushing. Forcibly seizing power that's beyond your capability won't make you stronger. You'll only burn yourself in the end. Are you sure you can handle this power?
Ooh.
Rest assured, I have no intention of claiming the protocore.
I think it's so
Good.
interesting.
So what about the thing I want?
Pause.
I have it.
I think it's so interesting that Raphael, even though he's a mermaid, his evil is fire. You know what I mean? I'm pretty new, but it's sad. When did you start playing? I only started playing early this year in January when they were celebrating the 2-year anniversary. So welcome in. I have 2 friends that are Xavier mains, and they absolutely love him. I can see why. Like, he's a, you know, very soft boy, but he's a little too, I think, like, mysterious for me. But he has his cute moments. I really enjoyed his part in Tour yesterday. I did like that.
However, I need to verify the ether core.
Of course. But unfortunately, the ether core's power is difficult to control. You need trust and permission. If that doesn't work, you need to use some outside assistance. You see, the threat of fear and death is the best method for awakening potential. It's simple.
That's the signal. Oh! The ring! Grab him!
You two are.
Catch.
Catch! Oh, I didn't catch it in time.
Why
Oh,
are you
okay.
in a rush? Since we have a deal, we can't let our performance be for
Oops!
nothing. The thing you brought. I'll take it. Let's go.
My head didn't render! My head's not rendering! I'm headless! Okay, Raphael, I see you.
The rest is yours.
Okay, there's my head. Shoot.
There was no applause, but the audience was thrilled.
Oh, exciting. What a cute little scene. Started a few days before the Silas Cat banner. Whoa, so you're like new. That's a tactical advantage. No one can headshot you if you don't have one. It's true. You're like new. Wow, welcome to Love in Deep Space. How are you liking it so far? I remember, so that was only like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I remember like 2 or 3 weeks in, I was still super overwhelmed with everything going on. So, how are you liking it? This is Whale Ash and Lighthouse. We leap from the breakwater and land on the yacht we prepared in advance. White waves surge around our vessel as we leave the harbor. Raphael sits at the bow and slowly spins the ring on his fingertip.
You're holding out your hand. What are you trying to imply?
My friend got me into it. She's a dedicated Raph main. I have a friend who's also a Raphael main. She does stream as well, Maihan. She's super cute. If you ever want to check her out, let me give Han a shout out here. She is a Raph main, super talented. She has been making her way through Expedition 33. I think she like just started. And live right now, actually. So if you want to check out her playing Harvestella, she's doing that right now. But yeah, she is also a Raphael main. I don't think she's ever played Love in Deep Space on stream, but you could probably go over there and talk to her about Love in Deep Space. I don't think she'd mind. My performance fee?
I'll pay once we've returned to Wave Chaser Island.
It was an intense workout. I deserve a large payment, don't you think?
You're the leading actress. It's your call.
I look at the ring in his hand. The sea breeze sweeps across the bow, and his clothes flutter like a swaying tail fin. An unusual scent permeates the air. Raphael and I turn at the same time to see dark clouds intruding. There's a storm approaching Verona's waters. The small yacht races at full speed. It carves a gash with curling white edges across the dark seawater. Really enjoyed Expedition 33? Yeah, she's playing it for the first time blind, so don't spoil anything for her, but if you'd like to watch someone new play through it, she's gonna be doing that regularly. Maihan responded by saying Princess is awesome? Wait, why? Why'd you bring me up? Don't tell her I'm talking about her! That's bad! Even if I say nice things. Don't tell her I'm talking about her! It's spreading the gossip! After a large wave passes, I grip the control panel to steady myself. Oh, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Steady myself as Raphael adjusts our course. We're trying to stay away from the eye of the storm. Rain pounds against the cabin windows and rainwater quickly accumulates. The windshield wipers can't clear it away fast enough. Between two friends who have known each other for like 60 years. We've only known each other for like 2 years, I think. Raphael, this is a small storm to you?
Of course. These waves couldn't even dislodge a starfish from the bottom of a reef. If you're really worried, don't look down.
His reminder has the opposite effect. I glance outside.
For creatures who didn't grow up here, the sea is terrifying during a storm. The murky waters become impossibly deep, and the churning waves seem to herald the arrival of a massive creature that's about to emerge from the bottom of the ocean.
So it's here to offer the deep sea's treasures to the sea god. You're very devoted. Seeing that I'm not scared, Raphael's smile slightly widens.
If the rocking is making you dizzy, you can take a nap at the back of the cabin.
I'm afraid I'll get thrown onto the floor if I do. During times like this, staying with you makes me feel safer.
Even though I'm the sea god, I can't calm stormy waves right now. I can soothe you, though. Found it.
A beam of light pierces through the gale and heavy rain. It illuminates the dark sea. It's a lighthouse! We should be able to dock there.
An offshore lighthouse that's built on a small reef. It's only big enough for the structure to stand on. It'll be enough to serve as our temporary shelter, though.
Waves crash down like giant hands, but our yacht breaks through the wall of water. We head to the distant lighthouse that's immovable, like a mountain. The lighthouse keeper is seemingly accustomed to visitors who get soaked in the rain. Like us, she guides us up the structure so we can rest. Despite it still being daytime, the world outside already resembles the time between dusk and night. Thank you. We'll sit here for a bit and won't take up any more of your time. The silent lighthouse keeper nods. She quietly prepares a pot of hot water and some compressed dry snacks for us before returning to her post. This is perfect. I was a little hungry and we met a nice person. What's so funny? Your smile is kind of weird.
Take a closer look at the food you got, cutie.
The opaque craft paper packaging looks simple and clean. I figure it probably contains biscuits, jerky, or other non-perishable food that's suitable for storage. As soon as I break the seal, An intense oceanic smell hits me. It's so fishy that my face contorts. What is this?
I could smell it 800 meters away. Do you want to guess what kind of person would dare to guard this isolated lighthouse alone? It's basically in the heart of the ocean.
She's also a Lemurian? Why didn't you say hello to her?
Not every Lemurian is as outgoing and friendly as me, you know. She probably never expected anyone to brave the elements to visit her, even when she hid herself away from everything.
No wonder she seemed to relax when we let her go about her business. Raphael quietly laughs again as he places several pieces of unrecognizable dried fish into a titanium cup and pours hot water over them.
Don't give me that look. It's just been cured with seawater. It'll become delicious after you let it soak for a bit. Be patient.
Amid the rising steam, the air seems to grow humid and salty. I wrinkle my nose as I notice the scent of melting fat and wax. Raphael, do you smell that?
She's lighting the lamp.
The one in the lighthouse?
In Lemuria, we have structures similar to lighthouses. They're called whale ash gardens. When the oceans were still uncharted, traveling Lemurians would build simple waypoints in places where whales died.
Oh.
The whale ash serves as an underwater lighthouse. It offers shelter to those who have temporarily lost their way and allows them to regain their bearings. Traveling with whale ash lamps was once a popular tradition in Lemuria, but hardly anyone remembers it now.
Then she must have lived for a very long time. Lighting the whale ash lamp serves as a reminder to not lose sight of your destination, and, more importantly, it ensures you never forget your starting point. Is she also thinking about Whalefall Acropolis she can never return to, or the long-lost Whalefall City? The cooled water touches the wooden floor and quickly seeps through the cracks. When the cup is refilled, the taste becomes fresher. But the salty bitterness spreading from my chest to my throat only intensifies. Once the storm passes, we'll have to return to Wave Chaser Island to perform another Sea Moon ceremony. If we succeed, where will Raphael go once everything is over? Raphael, you said you wouldn't remain in Whalefall City because it's one part of your journey. It's not your final destination. I think it's good that you'll succeed in your revenge. Your life afterward might be more carefree. I pause before trying to sound like I'm making a joke. Maybe you can fully devote yourself to painting, go beyond your limits, and take your artistic accomplishments to the next level. But then, assuming that's the case, do you have a reason to stay in Lincoln City? Staring at him, I grip the edge of the craft paper package. I'm unwilling to hear another evasive answer from his lips. What I want to ask, it's not about staying here, staying in Lincoln City. Rather, on an ordinary weekend, an idle afternoon, or a meaningless normal day. Like an actual meaningless day. When I want to see you, will you still be by my side?
It's hard to say. According to your vision, I'll surpass my limits and ascend to the next level. Doesn't that mean I'm devoting myself to art and only art? I guess a talented artist doesn't deserve to have mundane days. Unbelievable.
Hey!
Setting aside these meaningless scenarios, you only have one question to ask, and I only have one answer to give. I've walked a very, very long road, but throughout my journey, the same light has guided me. And it's not just my guide. It's the true destination of my fate.
Virtual head pats, hello, welcome in, Hazard. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How's his hair not getting soaked or his suit? Oh, I missed that message. I don't know. He's a mermaid. You tell me. How are you, Hazard? Happy Saturday. If we consider a Lemurian's lifespan, can a single light accompany you for that long?
Maybe not. What you see now could just be a drop in the vast ocean. And as time passes, you might discover that you're the one who journeys the farthest.
Thanks to Raphael's boiling method, the dried fish is ready. I devour 3 pieces. Then another thought crosses my mind. I pretend to hold a microphone and hold it up to Raphael's mouth. I have a question for our respectable sea god. What new mission will you undertake after completing your revenge? Will you lead the Lemurians to rebuild their homeland? Good, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. It's been a very productive morning so far. A small fishtail peeks out from his big smile.
You think the sea god is a real estate tycoon?
You don't even listen to Lemurians' wishes or grant them?
The sea god isn't like human parents who secretly prepare gifts after hearing their child's birthday wishes.
That's disappointing. Then what do the Lemurians make their wishes to?
The sea, the ocean nurtures all life. If you make a wish to the sea,
Will it grant my wish?
the fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams in the ocean will eavesdrop.
Then my wish is to eat fresh fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams every day. I stare at Raphael as he lets out a hearty laugh. I tear off a piece of fish with my teeth and quickly find myself chuckling. By the time we finish the package, we notice the sound of crashing waves has noticeably subsided. Raphael goes to the door to check. Then he turns back and reaches out to me.
The rain has stopped. Let's go. Tonight will be perfect for the sea moon ceremony.
Oh, look at my boy just lying there, eeping. So sweet. The way home. Figures appear on the shallow water's reef. Waves dance across their scales as they shimmer with an ethereal glow. Chanting ancient Lemurian songs, they look at where the waves meet the moonlight. Talia's melodious singing fills the air. It's more ethereal and transcendent than what I heard at the previous sea moon ceremony. It seems like a blessing and a distant call. The ring rests in Raphael's palm as I place my hand over his. I feel the patterns beneath my hand. What are they singing?
It's a blessing for the sea god and his followers. I haven't heard such an ancient melody in a very long time. Even in Lemuria's historical records, there's almost nothing about the sea god's funeral.
I think it's better to just call it the sea moon ceremony.
Lemurians don't fear death, but we have desires in our hearts. Even when we're far away from home, we'll never stop searching for a way back.
When Whale Falls City still existed, did they already know they would leave one day?
Long ago, Lemuria had written prophecies about its fate.
The tome of the sea god you've been searching for.
Yeah. Maybe the search for prophecies is part of the prophecy.
I close my eyes and feel the cool touch of metal intertwined with the warmth of our clasped hands. I somehow sense the yearning behind those unfamiliar words.
According to the legend, we should be basking in the lingering echoes of the blessing and waiting for the conch vessel to appear. Can you feel it?
We don't share language, but emotions are universal. After spending these past few days with them, I think I can guess what they're praying for. The sea breeze carries their songs to a sanctuary below the waves. It awakens the slumbering creatures that dwell within. Under the bright moon, several dolphins leap from the water as if welcoming the return of their ruler.
Tonight is perfect for going out to sea.
He bows slightly and reaches out to me. It's a gentle invitation.
So, would you like to accompany me to the Lemurian royal capital, miss?
The glistening waves behind him refract moonlight. Without any hesitation, I place my hand in his. I would be honored. Words seem to possess a calming power as the energy surrounding us harmonizes with the songs at the same frequency. It's filled to the brim with wishes and blessings. The sea churns and boils upon hearing the dirge. Then it splits at the boundary between the sky and the ocean as if a sharp blade cut through it. The fractured waves block out the moonlight as roaring currents retrieve long-forgotten wishes in the deep sea. The Lemurians gaze at the surging waters, their songs knocking on the sealed, dust-covered gates of their homeland. Waiting silently in the sea, I sense something. There needs to be one more call. When I grasp the ring in Raphael's palm, silvery white foam begins to surge between the parted waters. A massive glowing seashell gently rises. It's accompanied by an energy that feels familiar and strange. This is what I felt at the blue hole. As if drawn in by a mysterious force, I unconsciously activate my evol to sense that energy. The energy fluctuation shatters my thoughts. Nameless chaotic noises puncture my mind like sharp spikes.
Are you willing to be my follower?
Desiring the sincerest worship of mortals, thou must offer an irreplaceable object.
The sea god's heart, mine heart. Dost thou want it?
That's me. Who am I talking to?
This is my promise to you. For 'tis Lemuria's vow, a bond everlasting. It's a simple melody, yet you still haven't learned it properly. Listen carefully. This is the last time I'll teach you.
What's going on? Now, with the power of the sea god's vow, our covenant, Raphael, obey my command. Reclaim this heart and end our everlasting bond. Huh? So, obviously, okay, so how, is this like the same situation as Xavier? It's like the same Xavier because he's lived, you know, thousands and thousands of years? Or is this like, because, you know, like, obviously we've been reincarnated. It seems like we've been reincarnated many times, right? So Is this the same Raphael as what we saw there, or was Raphael also reborn? It feels like I've emerged from an exhaustingly long dream. Memories I never experienced seem to have found their host. They rush into my mind and merge with my very being before I realize it. It's as if they were always meant to be mine.
Are you awake?
When I open my eyes, I see the sky and moonlight. Dazed, I blink and try to move. I realize I'm being held in a warm embrace. What just happened?
You were probably affected by the ancient oceanic power lingering on this boat. It has weathered many years, so there might still be traces of its previous owners on it.
You mean you and me? But that power feels like... I meet Raphael's gaze. It's as clear as seawater and doesn't reveal a hint of deception. Did he also forget? My heart faintly aches and my mind still lingers in that memory. Scenes from the past keep replaying as if they're reminding me not to forget.
What are you humming?
Only then do I notice that I'm humming the melody I heard in either a dream or an illusion. If I told you I heard this song in a dream, would you believe me?
I guess you had an unusual dream. What else was in it?
There were waves, flute music, and... my emotions bear the weight of our covenant. The bond between us is heavy. I compose myself and smile at Raphael. You.
I knew it.
In my dream, you said you would teach me this song.
Oh, you just want to hear me sing. That's one roundabout way to make a request.
I didn't mean it like that, but since you made the suggestion... Flames erupt from his palm before quickly dissipating. They're replaced with a luminescent conch. Is this another trick?
Even if I'm the most talented performer in the world, I need something to play music with. It's the first time I'm hearing this song, but...
Okay, so maybe it is a different Raphael, because then, like, he doesn't remember. The sounds overlap with the ones in my dream. For a moment, I can't tell where I am. Raphael uses his free hand to pull me toward him. I lean into his embrace and try to piece together those fragmented memories. Our covenant began even earlier than I thought. The melody pauses on a high note like waves as they touch the shore. They linger for a moment before flowing. With numerous questions in my mind that I can't ask right now, I immerse myself in the music until the interlude. You look more mature compared to back then. The boat suddenly rocks as the music ceases and flamulas anxiously leap from the water. They're seemingly giving us a warning. There's an undercurrent.
No. This is Whale Fall City.
Raphael sets down the conch and ignites a flame in his palm. It lights up the unfathomably deep waters.
It's responding to our call.
Oh. Moonlight shines upon the pitch-black sea as the boat is drawn in by an invisible force. It sways as it sails toward the massive whirlpool in the center of the ocean. Countless silvery white fish converge and spiral where the currents meet. They eagerly rush toward the ocean's profound depths and the seabed.
Whale Fall City is below us. Hold on to me.
He holds me close. The seawater swallows the sky as we descend into the deep sea. Whalefall City has made an appearance? The legendary Whalefall? Hidden treasure. The weightlessness makes me lose all sense of direction. In my dizziness, a warmth touches my hand. Raphael.
I'm here.
My consciousness stabilizes itself before my body does. My vision gradually clears as I blink repeatedly. What? An enormous skeleton carries our vessel through the water. When I look back, I can't even see where its tail ends.
Think of this giant whale's skeleton as Whalefall City's welcome ceremony.
A giant whale with wings?
Yep. Who says you can't fly underwater?
Surrounded by nothing but an endless blue expanse, we drift through silent waters. It's impossible to judge distance or size without any light or shadows for reference. In this underwater quietness, I can only hear the echo of my own breathing in my chest, but... The giant whale's skull begins to disappear inch by inch. Then its spines and wings. As it swims forward, the massive body is gradually devoured by the space between us. It disappears with each rhythmic movement. This bizarre sight makes me squeeze his hand, and he responds with a firmer squeeze.
Don't be afraid.
As his words fade, my body passes through what feels like an invisible barrier. A gentle current envelops me before slowly releasing me on the other side. Ooh, how pretty! Oh. The world below the waves is bursting with color. One of the royal capital's ancient streets stretches across the deep sea, and there's a dome resembling moonlight. It's suspended high above the sea floor. Massive stone sculptures adorned with vibrant coral are arranged in a staggered pattern along both sides of the street. Alleyways formed by interlacing towers and buildings are spread out like a finely woven net. They gradually disappear into the seawater. Parts of these structures seem to emerge from space-time rifts. They're like visitors from a distant world. No artificial light is needed as countless specks of light swirl through the waters surrounding the buildings. Their brilliance surpasses even the Milky Ways. Everything around us is silent. It takes a long time for me to find my voice again. This is...
Whalefall City.
That legendary lost civilization. The Lemurian spiritual homeland appears before my eyes without any concealment. The giant whale carries us as we float above the main avenue of the royal capital. Reflections from the seawater dance across stained glass windows. I feel as though these same colors danced in my eyes as well. Noticing his unusual silence, I suddenly tighten my grip on his hand. I remember the Deep Space Academy had published a book on Lemuria. According to it, Whalefall City slumbers in the abyssal deep sea. Its dome can reach past the sky.
They write as if they've seen it with their own eyes.
People tend to exaggerate stuff they've never seen. The more mysterious something is, the more fascinating it becomes.
Do you think it matches the descriptions in the book?
I lower my head. At the end of the street, specks of light drift around the highest spire. A bubble floats in front of me. When I gently poke it, it pops and scatters into more specks of light. Even attempting to describe it might be presumptuous.
Everyone has their own interpretation of Whalefall City. Archaeologists consider it a hidden treasure buried in the deep sea, while Lemurians view it as the true resting place for souls.
What about you? Raphael cups a bubble in his hands and gently crushes it until specks of light scatter. They gather and reform the bubble.
For the sea god, it's a mission infused in his blood. But right now, I'm thinking, if you hadn't accompanied me and I was sitting by myself with these skeletal remains.
Lost in musings I can't guess, he shakes his head and smiles.
The fortunate one is me, not you.
Oh, why can't I click? Oh, okay. The giant whale slowly moves its bone wings downward along the central path. The tips of my shoes almost graze the brick rooftops below.
We're here.
From the wide gaps between its bones, I see a plaza paved with white stones. Stone statues at least twice the height of a person stand guard on both sides of a path. If that sculptor could see these, he'd probably spend several days and nights here. He'll crouch and study them.
You could say the ones who carved these were his ancestors.
Oh. These statues are at least 1,000 years old, right? Wouldn't it technically be the passing down of artistic traditions?
Genetic inheritance might be a more accurate term. But this place is the most refined embodiment of Lemurian art.
Really?
It's the sea god's temple.
A sense of deja vu crashes over me like roaring waves. Astonished, I look up. A majestic temple stands at the edge of my vision, its massive stone pillars supporting the domed ceiling like solid bones.
This place is our only option if we want to truly open the path to Whalefall City.
An inexplicable thought appears in my head. I lean forward to get a closer look.
Why do you appear more anxious than me?
Raphael pulls me back to where I was originally. He's not in a hurry to return to this temple that should rightfully be his.
Sit tight. We're almost there.
Raphael.
What's wrong? Do you think being here will upset me?
It's more than that. I'd like it if you didn't keep everything bottled up inside. From this angle, I can't make out Raphael's expression, but I hear a soft sigh.
It appeared at the wrong place in the wrong time. The more attached we become, the harder it will be to let go when we must part.
Aren't you worried about that Gaia Biotech or ever would stop at nothing to get their hands on Whalefall City?
Once Whalefall City fully reveals itself, our people will have no reason not to return. However, it'd make all of them targets. Today's Lemurians can't rely on Whalefall City to protect them from everything. Using it to defend against Ever is a pipe dream. When Whalefall Acropolis was destroyed, we still had Whalefall City as our sanctuary. If it also... The peaceful life Lemurians have struggled to rebuild can't be allowed to crumble again.
The wrong place, the wrong time, yet he still wants to seize this less than ideal opportunity to do something. It's for himself and the Lemurians who, instead of making wishes, worry about him seeking revenge alone. Let's do the right thing, even in these wrong circumstances. Oop. The giant whale delivers us to the central plaza in front of the sea god's temple. Then it flaps its enormous wings and floats back up to hover above the royal capital. The wings stir up a gust that sweeps scattered stone fragments across the ground. I look around and find the source of the debris. A circle of diverse stone statues surrounds the front part of the sea god's temple. They're blocking the entrance. At the forefront stands a humanoid statue. It towers before a stone pillar, its figure hunched and tilted awkwardly to one side. Are these statues here for a ritual? Oh, Raphael, did you see that? Did that statue just move? Meeting Raphael's gaze, I quickly raised both hands. It wasn't me, I didn't touch it! Maybe it's being corroded?
I know. Come over here.
Metaflux. As I stepped back, the cracks spread out in all directions. Countless fissures appear and stone fragments rain down like a sudden downpour. From within the swirling cloud of dust, a figure slowly steps forward. A long spear materializes, its cold gleam flashing. A column of water shaped like a sea beast roars in our direction.
Under his quintessence's orders, outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Whale Falls City.
Yeah, but we're not just anybody. Oh, cute! Is this his, myth companion? Okay, hold on. We'll do... Let me embiggen this. Oh. Stop freaking out. Stop freaking out. There we go. Oh, he's so beautiful. Our outfit is beautiful as well. How pretty. Alright, we're just gonna let it run on auto.
Watch out. The tide's judgment.
Hopefully my game doesn't crash.
A desperate attempt to fend off death.
Oh, but this outfit is so pretty.
Focus on staying safe. The tide's judgment.
And I do enjoy mermaids. I love mermaids. I wish I liked Raphael more. I would be so real. I wish I liked Raphael more. I just... mermaids are such a vibe, dude. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing good. Hello. Are we back? Okay, sorry. Yes, I exploded. Hold on. It's because sometimes the game is too graphically intense that it crashes everything. Raphael didn't like those words. He didn't like that I said I like mermaids, but I didn't like him. Give me 1 second to bring everything back. Sorry, guys. It just crashed. It's fine. Okay. Let me turn like down. Are we here? We're here. All right. Okay, let's turn down the resolution for the game. App got deleted from phone. Don't say that. Okay. Let's try to figure out the graphic settings. Personally, Raph is a bit of a bitch. I've seen his story stuff. Really? I think Raph is definitely one of those guys where it's like he's very hee hee ha ha trolly gremlin, you know? Which, like, if you're into it, if you're into that kind of personality, like, it works really well for you. But I am not, like, that doesn't jive well with me, so I don't really prefer Raphael in as a love interest. He's that childhood friend that only knows how to tease and be mean. Well, sort of, but not really. I just think, like, he's just kind of a bit stuck up. Yeah, and, like, I think it just comes from, like, what kind of person, like, what history he has, right? I just keep making fun of his name, Raphael. Yeah. Okay, let's turn the graphic settings down. Hopefully, once we turn the graphic settings down, it won't explode anymore. If we put everything on smooth and we do the battle. Battle. Pursue. I'm not the target audience, aside from my general love of video games. We do love video games, right? Okay. I'm hoping that we... Why isn't it showing?
The storm shall crush impudence. These water, the tide's judgment.
Why isn't it showing? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I hear you.
Keep your distance from it.
Struggling dispute the tide's
It's okay.
judgment.
I'm not playing it. It's on auto right now, so it's just going. Catch the ASMR vid. It was nice. Good work. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun recording that one. I was just like, ooh, a monologue? Sign me the fuck up, dude. That was great. Glad you were able to have a listen. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
A desperate attempt to fend off death.
Keep your distance from it. Did you spot its weakness?
The tide's judgment. You surrender everything to me.
Ooh, how pretty!
Where someone calls out my name forevermore.
Oh. I get to yap uninterrupted for 45 minutes? I mean, the audio was not 45 minutes long. The audio was like 10, I think. It wasn't that long. It was a short audio. Okay. It's more like 15? Oh, I don't even remember. I recorded it and then I'm done with it. Once I record it, it's done. You know what I mean? Like, done. I should probably, Oop! I should probably let the writer know that I filled it, at some point, today. Or should remember to post in the Reddit thread. Okay, back to this. Stone debris covers the plaza and dust particles float in the seawater. The currents are dispersed. The immobilized old man stands in the center, his cloudy eyes becoming clear. His consciousness, it's slowly returning! He shuffles towards us, the remaining sand on his body falling with each step.
It's his quintessence's power. His quintessence.
We know each other?
The man approaches Raphael, his clothes slightly fluttering. Then he suddenly performs a deep, respectful bow.
Amund, Lemurian Elder, Guardian of Whalefall City. I've been waiting for the return of the Sea God.
His gaze becomes unfocused when Whalefall City is mentioned. The spear in his hand trembles violently as if triggered by a reflex. It supports him as he stands.
Outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Whalefall City.
Are we an outsider? Amund? Does that name mean anything to you?
At least he doesn't seem to be our enemy. This is just a guess, but he's been here for too long. He won't have a clear mind anytime soon.
Raphael circles Amund and helps him brush off the stone fragments from his body.
Amund, you said the sea god told you to stay here? His quintessence's orders?
Amund slowly recognizes Raphael's voice and gradually regains his composure.
Tens of millions of years ago, the sky and sea were inverted, and Whalefall was revived. Lemuria was about to reach its true fate. But his quintessence refused to accept. The sea god couldn't bear to lose the most precious. Most precious.
It was us. He had to give us up? He's unable to finish his story. His gaze sweeps across the plaza before he slowly moves toward the temple. Raphael and I exchange a glance and follow him. The temple's massive stone doors are wrapped in seaweed, their original appearance no longer visible. Amund walks to the temple's entrance, laboriously raises both hands and places them on the stone doors.
The flame. The sea god incinerated his divine power in exchange.
The fire.
For some reason, a strange warmth wells up in my chest. It's as if a fragment of that flame is quietly burning within my heart.
His quintessence hid Whalefall City within deep space's rifts. Time ceased to flow. Life never decayed. And everything became eternal.
So he defied fate for us, because of us.
But the world's flames and all that exists will eventually be extinguished. Only when the sea god sacrifices everything once more to ignite the alcove's flame. Then his quintessence and Whalefall City will return. They shall return to where it all began.
Amund's words falter for a moment, and his gaze moves to me before returning to Raphael.
Whalefall City will respond to its true ruler.
The sound of an engine that doesn't belong to Whalefall City stirs up the seawater. Raphael turns to the waters beyond the temple, his gaze increasingly sharp.
Before that happens, this place might need a few sacrifices.
Following Raphael's gaze, I look toward Whalefall City's outskirts. Several massive submarines are approaching us.
The fish have swum into our net.
Raphael steps forward and positions himself in front of me and Amund. Flames ignite from his palm and they transform into fiery threads that spread outside the temple.
Don't let their blood defile this place.
Ooh. Damn, Raphael, okay. The submarines speed through the ocean as sunlight dims. They've already entered the mesopelagic zone. With visibility obstructed, the submarines activate sonar navigation as they advance.
The sonar has detected underwater structures. Could it be Whalefall City?
We've been following that vessel this whole time. We can't be wrong.
After marking the coordinates, the submarines head toward the structures and descend into the pitch-black bathypelagic zone. Suddenly, ethereal singing resounds from the ocean's depths, as if it's guiding lost travelers to their destination. The flat seabed gives way to a cliff. A strange glow emanates from its base. The submarines travel to the cliff's edge and cross an underwater valley. Their passengers see the source of the mysterious glow. It's a dreamlike, magnificent city. Giant pearls adorn stone carvings. Gold and silver threads entwine the city's pillars, and large roads paved in jade stretch endlessly. Everyone rushes to crowd around the portholes. In awe, they exclaim upon seeing the magnificent city.
That must be Whalefall City. I heard it's filled with countless treasures. It definitely hasn't disappointed us.
The submarine's cargo capacity is limited. It'll take some time to transport everything back.
Of course, their first thought is to ransack this place. Cheers erupt throughout the submarine, but no one notices they've already veered off course. When the city dissolves into a mirage in the water, an alarm blares. That's when these greedy souls realize something is wrong.
What's going on? Who changed our course?
It's not that. Our coordinates have changed.
We've lost control. The submarine is... Huh?
The seabed rises as towering rock walls erupt from the ground and encircle the submarine. The figure of a young man stands on the cliff, solemn and majestic like a god of the sea. He looks down from afar. His expression is seemingly compassionate and indifferent. The Lemurian court has finally received its overdue sinners. Final movement. The singing ceases at the climax and the intruders' minds are momentarily disoriented, but they soon come to their senses. Raphael!
They'll offer their mortal remains to the Lemurian court. After today, those whose hands are stained with Lemurian blood will vanish from this world forever.
Without the ethereal singing, the bottom of the valley once again became chaotic and murky. The intruders' survival instincts make them crawl on the ground in contorted postures. But Raphael doesn't spare these people a glance. His gaze is fixed on a place far away from the cliff. It's as if he's trying to peer through time's veil to witness a past that's been buried.
It's coming to an end.
There's a barely perceptible tremor. Meanwhile, some of the intruders finally regain consciousness. Still unaware of where they are, they frantically grab their weapons.
Where are we? Forget about that. Just take them out.
When Raphael raises his hands, flames engulf the gun barrels. The researchers cry out in pain as they burn. More weapons are dismantled by fire as Raphael silently observes them. Even so, he has yet to bring his ballad of vengeance to its final movement. More people are regaining consciousness. The rising flames keep me protected while I tightly hold Raphael's hand. I can't rush him, and I don't want to. It's his right to decide when and how to end this bloody history that spanned more than a decade. The rock wall fractures. Its cracks of various sizes. What? Oh, okay. It's cracks of various sizes. It can't support us anymore. Raphael brings me to a protruding rock near the seabed, but it won't last long. The sniper rifle, hidden behind a stone pillar, emits smoke as a bullet heads straight for Raphael. It's centimeters away from striking his chest, but the metal bullet is intercepted by flames. It explodes into a small ball of fire. The attack pauses, and I use this chance to pull out my gun and kill the sniper.
You...
It's okay. I'll be fine. You can... I know you're not hesitating. What you can't let go of is that part of your past, your people who aren't here anymore. I'll stay with you until you decide to end this. The ground beneath our feet violently shakes as energy fluctuations manifest from various corners. It's a sonar weapon that specializes in killing Lemurians. Every wall trembles with an invisible force. It sends dust and rock fragments flying. I use my evol to target the focal point of the metaflux, but he stops me.
You've stayed by my side long enough. I'll take care of the rest.
I'm great at murder now. Can't you tell? It's true. Can't you tell I'm great at murder? I'm so good at pew-pewing. That's my job. I'm a hunter. I pew-pew a lot of things. He steps forward and raises his arm in spite of the hail of bullets and thunderous vibrations. Fire smites his opponents like divine punishment. The massive metal container crashes as fear and rage fill the air. Seemingly realizing the true power of the man standing before them, several gun barrels rise in unison.
Whalefall Acropolis was a wonderful place. It was nowhere near as magnificent and spacious as the royal capital, but it was worthy of being called our home.
No one fires. The invaders exchange bewildered glances as if they don't believe the sea god will grant them mercy.
I once promised them that I'd find Whalefall City. I said I'd bring them back here. We'd live together. In these waters, we'd laugh and sing. I didn't make a vow to merely bring back their souls.
Raphael lowers his gaze to deliver the sea god's ultimate judgment.
The lives that were lost here shall be repaid with blood. It's been over a decade. I will end this once and for all.
Fierce flames rise from the rock walls as distant tides roar like thunder. Terrified, everyone looks around. It's as if an invisible blade of judgment is hanging over their heads. Countless mist-like shadows surround the rock walls. They resemble the floating specks of light above Whalefall City as they coalesce into ethereal spirits. Naturally formless, they slowly gather toward the center, yet I can make out their blurry figures. The flames surging toward the seabed are extinguished. It's as if they're afraid of harming the shadows. This is... Raphael doesn't reply. His gaze doesn't leave the seabed's center. The singing grows more powerful as the shadows close in. The loaded weapons fall to the ground once more. Greed and delusions return to the invaders. An eerie stillness permeates the seabed as the shadows suddenly turn around.
You always said you'd bring us to Whalefall City. I thought you were bragging.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. These are all the souls that they sent off during the Sea Moon ceremony, finally returning home.
You did it. You actually brought us back home.
Raphael, you don't need me to cover for you when you sneak off to the shore anymore, right?
Oh, that's so sad.
Wait, you must be living on the surface already.
The maestro tattled to Her Majesty on the day you went to the surface, saying you skipped class again. I wish I could attend the maestro's classes again.
Has Aiden grown taller? Now that I'm gone, I wonder where he goes when he skips class. Please deliver a message for me next time you see him. Whalefall City isn't that exciting. It's nowhere near as good as life on land. Tell him to take his time coming back.
Oh. I hold Raphael's hand. I can still feel the subtle trembling in his palm.
It's you.
You still look the same as you did when you snuck off to the shore, but you've grown up. You resemble the sea god more than I had expected.
Hi, son. Welcome in. His hand suddenly tightens as the man's spirit stirs Raphael's emotions. Another shadow appears and stands shoulder to shoulder with him. In the blink of an eye, the shadow draws near. It slowly raises what appears to be an arm made of swirling light and darkness. The trembling in his hand grows more intense. Raphael seemingly wants to grasp that shadow, but he's unable to touch it, and his hand remains suspended in midair. Across time's vastness, across the boundary between life and death, their hands gently overlap.
These are hands that should hold paintbrushes. Hatred and bloodshed should never stain them. Go now, my dear boy. Go to where you truly belong. No matter where life takes you, I hope you can find happiness.
The mist-like figures approach Raphael one by one. Smiling, they wave goodbye and gather once more around the invaders. The singing around them suddenly becomes ethereal and otherworldly. It's like the most distant of whale songs from the ocean's depths. The frenzied invaders gradually quiet down, their facial features twisting into bizarre shapes. They pick up broken stones and sand from the ground and stuff every pocket to the brim. The singing reaches a crescendo as Lemurian souls encircle them. They're like deep-sea predators about to strike. Ooh! A mist... Whoa, I did not expect this. Hold on. A bloody mist surges with the song as invisible fangs pierce the throat of every invader. Greed and blood congeal into a foul trickle. They flow beneath the spirit's feet that never touch the ground. The screams reverberate throughout the court for what feels like an eternity. Amid the ceaseless song, I can't see Raphael's expression. I only sense that his gaze remains fixed on a single place for a long time. When the melody is about to end, only then does he take my hand and slowly lead me away. And he gives a deep bow to the chaotic ocean floor filled with devastation and laments. Leaving the court and following Amun's guidance, I silently approach Raphael. As our fingers intertwine, he silently takes my hand. Is it okay to let them deal with Gaia's biotech's people?
They've been waiting for this day for a long time.
His fingers have tightened around mine, and the ring that summons the conch vessel leaves a mark between our knuckles.
This ring... When I was little, I used to sneak off with it. I always played with it. The queen told me it belonged to the sea god. When I grew up, she'd give it to me herself.
You and the queen?
She's Talia's older sister, and the one who raised me. My mother.
My chest feels like it's stuffed with damp cotton. It tightens and aches, and I can sense a heavy weight. Before I can even speak, he seems to have already guessed what I'm thinking. Raphael continues, turning his face slightly to reveal a smile tinged with relief.
Back when I didn't understand what being the sea god meant, the king and queen told me it was a beautiful aspiration. That's why I could play with the Lemurian children who were around my age, get punished by the king when I caused trouble, and be teased by my friends. Everything in Whalefall Acropolis was as free as the ocean. Until that day.
Before our eyes, red seawater seems to emerge. Then, it slowly fades away with the song. The water returns to its original clarity. The scattered memories from Raphael's past merge into a complete picture. Actually, hearing you talk about this makes me glad. You had so many people by your side. They worried for you and loved you. At the very least, you once had a happy childhood.
Then it was my turn to be their guardian. Even though most of them are gone now, I still need to bring them home.
As I climb up another step, I tighten my grip on his hand. You won't... Sorry. Reading ahead and I was reading the wrong part. You weren't alone in the past and you won't be in the future. As if in response, the ring presses a deeper mark into our fingers.
Without Whalefall City, the spirits of deceased Lemurians can only drift endlessly across the sea. I often think that if their souls could truly return, then maybe they wouldn't be lonely anymore.
Following the staircase along the side of the temple, we ascend and reach the highest point. I don't believe that making those people pay with their lives can balance out the sins they've committed. But it might be the only way for everyone to find peace. You can also say goodbye to that past.
Why are you crying first?
I'm not. You're just seeing a reflection from the glass. He stops and gently raises his hand to wipe my tears.
You've witnessed the curtain call. Let's go. It's time to return Whalefall City to where it belongs. When the time comes, we'll welcome its arrival together.
The song has ended. Raphael takes my hand and leads me to the balcony. It culminates these years of seeking and waiting to create our song's final fermata. "10 against the current." The massive stone doors of the sea god's temple respond to their ruler's call. They slowly part when Raphael raises his hand. Streams of light flow across the stone engravings. Following Raphael's gaze, I see an empty alcove in the wall. Is something wrong?
It's nothing. I just wanted to take a good look at this place before saying goodbye.
Flames appear at Raphael's fingertips. Like a flammula, they swim in the air. A fire is briefly ignited inside the alcove. It's similar to a dim, everlasting sun. As the moon said, the sea god's divine power can return the flame to this temple. Light pulses with Raphael's breathing. It envelops the sea god's temple. The flame in the alcove surges with a more magnificent energy. The scattered specks of light in Whalefall City dance with renewed vigor. They descend onto the rooftops, streets, and plazas as if welcoming the imminent journey home. Whalefall City is responding to you. Raphael?
All the Lemurian souls who were lost in the sea have returned. It's time to send Whalefall City on its way and let them find peace.
Sensing the source of that power, I take a step and firmly grasp Raphael's hand. Meeting his slightly surprised gaze, I extend our clasped hand toward the alcove. We face the fire. I told you before, I won't let you be alone. I activate my evil by following those fragmented memories. The flame burns more brightly as power surges. As the only follower of the sea god, I offer him the power of my devotion, my sincerest form of worship. He pulls me closer as the stained glass windows cast jewel-like colors onto the dust-covered altar before us.
Is this a new promise?
Yes, but there won't be a reason to forget this time. My heart trembles with the vibrating stone slabs beneath my feet. I gaze at the changing dome above and channel my evil. A strange energy is transmitted back from the distant waters above. Raphael and I exchange a glance. We can see the same message in each other's gaze. It's a protocore power source.
It seems their reinforcements arrived sooner than I anticipated.
We need to hurry.
Let's seal away everything from the past.
Resonate. The flames in the wall's niches roar upward. Water violently churns. An invisible force seems to be waging a tug-of-war between the city and the deep sea. The temple's walls emit deep, mournful groans. They resist, yet also yield.
With the sea god's power as a sacrifice, ride the opposing tides and return to the fathomless abyss.
Flames gather and solidify in his palm as the ocean is plunged into chaos and darkness. The metaflux erupts in successive explosions. Each vanishes immediately after, yet they continue to appear in an endless stream. Damn it.
Ignore them. First,
The flames that have almost leapt from their sacred spots begin to tremble. Their intensity unexpectedly weakens. As the source of this power, Raphael has tightly closed his eyes. He looks unnaturally pale. What's happening? There's something wrong with the flow. Raphael?
I'm fine.
It's because of those...
No. This is a price that must be paid. To demand a perfect outcome from the sea, you must willingly pay the most painful price. But compared to letting Whalefall City fall into those people's hands, this pain is nothing.
Only when the sea god sacrifices everything to ignite the flame in the alcove can the sea god and Whalefall City return. I finally understand what Amund meant. You and the temple have to...
Don't worry. I can make it. Leave.
Raphael! There must be another way. There has to be! I adjust my breathing and use my evil to resonate with Raphael. I attempt to push his power to its limits. Again. Again! Each release fails to move Whalefall City, but these repeated attempts allow me to sense an invisible tether that's pulling Raphael into a rift of nothingness.
They mistook the sea's tolerance for submission and forgot about its cruelty. But I remember, and I will reclaim this forgotten power.
Our futile attempts will drain his energy. Amun's words resound in my ears like a tsunami. Is it possible that Raphael, with the complete power from the tome of the sea god...
Only those who have a bond with the sea god can awaken the tome.
Awaken the tome. When the thought forms in my mind, the flame in the alcove suddenly surges and trembles. Raphael seems to sense what I'm about to do.
No. Using the tome's power can only... with the temple.
I can sense it. With just a single page, part of Raphael has already become one with the sea god's temple. Indistinguishable, inseparable, even his heart beats with the flame's rhythm.
Try again.
As the flames rise to greater heights, colors fade from the scales on Raphael's neck. Like ash left behind by fire, it's slowly being devoured from the tip. The beautiful hues vanish as quickly as the most brilliant fireworks. Wanting to stop it, I rush forward. I can only helplessly watch them fade. His tail turns ashen and lifeless in the blink of an eye. We can't wait anymore! What did Raphael do back then? A pain rises in my fingertips with that memory. I clench my fists and invoke our covenant. The dagger materializes in response to the summons. I take it from Raphael's hand and press it into our hands. Our blood merges, and the warm fluid falls from our clasped hands. It lands on the altar. I close my eyes and let light and sound sink into the sea. How exciting. In the distant waters belonging to Lincoln City's southeastern region, the sea churns without the wind. Terrifying giant waves rise. In the center of an almost abandoned private island, red lights flicker in the sapphire-like blue hole. They quickly vanish into the depths. In some overlooked coastal mudflats, shorelines, and even in the middle of oceans. Seawater bubbles like boiling foam. They surge and subside. Every body of seawater on this planet, every single drop shares one mission. The waves must rise. Gentle waves, furious waves, waves powerful enough to shatter everything. They surge from the sea's surface and the ocean's depths. They rush in the same direction. Flames emerge from the blood. Beginning as small warm embers, they spread out with great speed. The temple is engulfed in a fiery vortex. The colonnades and stone sculptures transform into ghostly silhouettes. The seawater loses its natural hue and evaporates into mist before being infused with countless golden runes. I sense violent tremors in the distance. Suppressed power splits mountains and levels the seabed. They traverse thousands upon thousands of miles, tearing through countless space-time rifts. They surge to the water above the temple. They flow toward their sea god. Raphael! His grip on my hand tightens. I can feel him tremble as that immense power flows into his body. The power in his palm is no longer a calm sea. It now screeches like thunder. It roars as it engulfs everything in its path. Meanwhile, the fire in the alcove insatiably devours the sea god's divine power. I clicked wrong. Raphael sways slightly, relying on his pale, deteriorating tail for support. This power is sufficient to move Whalefall City, yet the owner of this power has merged with the sea god's temple. I strain to stand on my tiptoes and I hold his hand. Raphael. The sensation in my palm grows increasingly faint. It's akin to dissolving sea foam. My hand passes through Raphael's fingertips several times. Yet this last remaining connection only makes Raphael hold on to me more tightly.
Don't let go.
You can't keep pushing yourself. If this continues, you'll be completely drained.
Did you forget? The sea god can't die.
But even gods can fall. You can't! Trembling fingers brush against my eyelashes. I never knew tears could quickly cool underwater.
You're letting me go just like that? Didn't you make a promise to never leave me alone?
Oh, my heart!
You already changed your mind?
We have a covenant between us. If I call for you again, maybe you'll... I want to finish this lie, but it's as if something is choking me. All I can do is look into Raphael's eyes.
If you want me to leave, then come with me.
You... The flame in Raphael's palm dims as the sea god is about to return to his temple.
Just kidding. How could a sea god ever make a wish to his follower?
Oh. Strange noises belonging to submersibles are above the spire. As they move in, I can almost hear Misfortune's bell toll. I suppress the trembling in my arm and press my hand against his chest. Under my palm is his heart. It responds to me without any barriers. I can command him to do anything. I feel as though a blade is slicing my throat when I force myself to speak. I almost want to believe that talking more slowly could give us a little more time. Raphael, you and Whalefall City must leave. Powerful forces threaten to tear everything apart, make peace return. Massive waves subside and the boiling sea grows still. The final strand of golden light wraps itself around Raphael's fingers as roaring seawater recedes into the abyss. He bends down to embrace me. He can no longer defy fate.
On an ordinary weekend, an idle afternoon, or a meaningless, normal day. If you want to see me again, you'll have to wait a very, very long time.
This is so sad. I'll wait as long as it takes. With great effort, I hug him and look over his shoulder one last time at the dancing firelight in the wall's niche. Raphael, you don't have a whale ash lamp. Take our covenant with you on our journey. What matters is that you stay safe. How long will you be gone?
It's hard to say. Maybe it'll be a year or two, a century or more. Perhaps even longer than that. Don't worry. Even after I'm gone, you and Ramiro will survive. This is a god's promise to you.
The gloomy ocean floor has lost its only source of light. A barren seabed filled with swirling sand and sediment remains. The invaders' submersibles have nowhere to go. They're suspended in the empty vastness of the deep sea. The prize they had devoted everything to plundering has vanished into the cracks of space-time forever. Not a single word remains. No traces are left. It's as if the entire city was a magnificent illusion crafted by the sea god himself.
The sea god's wish. It hasn't changed. And it will never change.
I open my mouth, but my words and thoughts transform into silvery white foam and drift away with the ocean currents toward an invisible horizon. Raphael. Goodbye. Wait, that's where it ends? Oh wait, okay, there's more. There's more. Okay. He's like the only one of the love interests that has to be sent away? That's so sad. Melodious flute music and whale songs urge me to regain consciousness as I struggle to wake up from a darkness that's as deep as the ocean. The harsh sunlight stings my eyes. It's impossible to open them. Waves gently lap against my back when I realize I'm lying on the beach. I don't feel any pain, so I probably haven't been injured. I recall the sudden shift in the current before I was about to drown. Raphael. He changed the tides as he left and brought me to the shore. The tremors from resonating too many times still course through my veins. Pain explodes in my chest and spreads to my fingertips. Memories of my farewell to Raphael play chaotically in my mind. It's like the scene from a movie have been cut into pieces and haphazardly reassembled. I cough up a mouthful of seawater and struggle to push myself up, but I repeatedly fall back into the waves. The seawater has reached my mouth and nose. The tide is coming in. If I stay here any longer, I might drown. I forcibly push aside these churning emotions and try to forget those persistent images from my mind. I need to find a safe place first. I can't fall here. I struggle to my feet again and again, only to fall back into the waves. A Accompanied by shouts, the sound of several footsteps reaches the beach. Help me. When I wake up again, I'm told that the old butler rescued me. While my body has no serious injuries, I'm still weak and need to quietly recover. The Gaia biotech researchers withdraw from Wave Chaser Island. Their massive vessels leave the harbor as if they were never there. With the departure of Whalefall City, the Lemurians on Wave Chaser Island fall into a prolonged state of melancholy. During my recovery, many Lemurians visit me and cautiously inquire about Raphael's whereabouts. I desperately try to remember, but whenever I approach the door locking away my memories, a sharp pain stabs my mind. It grows more intense no matter what I do. Eventually, my brain does its best to defend me. It wraps chains around the door and seals it to ensure I can never push it open again. I have no choice but to give up. Wearing a blank expression, I gently deflect their questions by explaining that I need to rest. The magnetic field anomaly on Wave Chaser Island is gone, and I focus on resting to the point of being almost obsessed. I make a full recovery in record time to secure my discharge papers. On the day of my discharge, a nurse enters my hospital room for a morning checkup. I close my eyes in response to daylight flooding in. The figure of a nurse appears and approaches me with a forehead thermometer. I'm being discharged at noon today. Do you still need to take my temperature?
This is the last checkup. Please cooperate with us.
Oh my god, it's Ever! Although her tone and enunciation are convincing, I still sense that she's not the nurse who's been taking care of me. This voice, I've heard it somewhere before. Then I realize why it sounds familiar. I've seen her before. She quickly appears in my memories.
It's a shame we're seeing each other again when you're in such a pitiful state. Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
It's you. Seeing my calm reaction and no signs of any potential counterattack, the nurse stops 2 steps away from my bedside.
Aren't you afraid I might do something?
She takes off the nurse's cap and lets her wild, curly hair cascade. She seems nonchalant, but her gaze remains vigilant. If you wanted to kill me, you would have done it while I was unconscious. Why did you choose the day when I'd be discharged from the hospital? The mysterious woman is momentarily stunned, her shoulders drooping as her eyes reveal a sense of defeat.
You're spoiling the fun. My meticulously crafted script isn't entertaining anymore.
I hold out my hand and beckon her to come closer. I need to read the script first before I decide whether or not I want to accept a role. The mysterious woman's slight smile appears as she approaches my hospital bed. Her fingers brush against my wrist. My hunter's watch activates and projects a faintly glowing hologram. She taps the screen and brings up a map. Coordinates are embedded into the map and pulsate on the screen. The mysterious woman turns off the hunter's watch. What was that?
A treasure that can only be unlocked with a key. You're strong enough to withstand these unknowns. Everything you want to know is there. Your actual nurse will be here soon. Remember to tell her your temperature.
She picks up the forehead thermometer, presses it against my forehead, and pushes the button.
36.5 degrees. Good luck with your discharge.
She adjusts her nurse's cap, walks to the door, and slides it open. My stay at the hospital ends. After returning to Lincoln City, work has almost numbed every cell in my body, but I don't dare to stop. I'm afraid that in the middle of the night, those scenes branded into my memory will find me and tear my consciousness into fragments. When the long passage of time softens that pain, I find the courage to look at the southeastern waters when passing along the coast. A part of me seems to have vanished with Raphael. This emptiness has forced me to float aimlessly. Every word he spoke during our farewell, those fleeting expressions burst through the floodgates of my memory. They replay endlessly in my mind. One day, I realized I should have asked him if his seagulls needed to be fed, even though they might never see Raphael return. After nearly a month of living in a daze, I finally opened the door to Mo Art Studio. Raphael's unfinished paintings need to be moved to a storage room where temperatures and humidity are precisely controlled. Thomas can't do it by himself. I volunteered to help him organize, and we worked together to move them around. The number of Raphael's unfinished paintings is staggering. We spent 3 hours organizing before finally storing the canvases. I didn't realize he had so many sketches.
Artists driven by inspiration are like that. They'll make a few brushstrokes when it strikes, and continue when they're in the mood.
Thomas hurriedly glances at his watch.
It's getting late. I need to head home, but please contact me if you hear anything from Raphael.
I can't bring myself to look at him. Yesterday, I lied to Thomas and said Raphael wanted to isolate himself on an island for a creative retreat. He won't be in Lincoln for a while. One lie needs another to keep it whole, yet the countdown to this ordeal's end is nowhere to be found. I'll call him every day until he can't take it anymore. Then he'll probably come back.
He has several exhibitions coming up. I hope he can make it back in time.
Yeah, same.
I'll head out now. You should go home.
Time for a walk to get groceries. If I don't come back, avenge my death, we will be ready. If you don't let us know you're back, we will be out looking for you. Out for blood. Alright. Have a good walk. After Thomas leaves, I can't bring myself to go. I remain seated in the middle of the studio for a long time. I stare at the massive unfinished painting on the wall. The sea breeze gently stirs the gauze curtains. I remember when I first met Raphael. He was working on this painting. Back then, it only had a single layer of color, but most of it is already done. My memories take on the bluish-violet hues of the painting. The soft whispers of brushstrokes against a canvas resound in my ears. Raphael was perched on a tall ladder and applying each brushstroke with deliberate care. Although his progress was slow, his attention to detail was extraordinary. He worked on each brushstroke with an intense focus. He seemed to forget himself, and he didn't even notice me standing behind him. I wonder what this painting will look like when it's finished. No one can give me an answer. Desolate moonlight shines on me, and my lonely shadow has nowhere to hide. I know I'm only deceiving myself. No matter how long I stay here, Raphael isn't going to appear. I brought this upon myself. Before leaving, I take one last look at the empty studio and whisper to someone who isn't there. Goodbye. Where ripples begin. Colorful lanterns light up the market near White Sand Bay. Taking a shortcut, I pass through the busiest street. On the beach next to it, students are playing with sparklers. They glitter against the night sky, and I occasionally hear bursts of clear laughter. Pedestrians pass by me and share steaming hot street food. The spicy, savory aromas fill the entire area. Dazed, I walk through it all. The scenes come in and out of focus.
I still want to catch that red fish. Spend all our money. I want some ice cream.
Two children move past me and I stop in my tracks. There's a familiar fish scooping stall before my very eyes. My mind slowly begins to function again. I've been here before. The sign still displays those familiar words, in the Sea of Lemuria. To save the final flammula? I never know how to say this word. To save the final flammula in the world. I look at the small pool where a brightly colored flammula is slowly swimming along the edge.
Unfortunate. This species of fish can only survive for a week on land.
I move closer to the pool, squat down and watch the flammula swim several laps. Since you're also from that sea. I pay the vendor for a fishing net and position myself along the flammula swimming route. Aim, dip, scoop, and fail. The flammula that was leisurely swimming suddenly launches itself as if it were doing a 100-meter sprint. It zigzags through the water to avoid my net. How are you so fast? Oh, how did he catch it back then? I try to remember Raphael's technique from that time. When the flammula swims into a corner, I use the narrow space to my advantage. I block its path with the net and scoop it up in one swift motion. It works. I catch the proud flammula while it is showing off in the pool. Raphael, look! I did it! I turn, but no one's there. I can only look at the unobstructed path along the street that leads to the coast. The bustling crowd comes and goes, but he won't appear again. No one will show me how to catch fish or tell me what the red fish is called. I look at the small fish in my net. Its breathing is shallow, and its stomach rises and falls as it struggles to stay alive.
The fish is gonna slip away, you know.
Startled, I turn around again and look toward the source of the voice. With his arms crossed, Raphael stands behind me. It's just like when we first met. Raphael! Memory and reality combine to form a complete picture. It's as if nothing had ever happened. Yes, it's as if I didn't force him to leave. It's like he's never been away from me. My grip on the net loosens and the flammula uses this chance to jump and dive toward the pool. I frantically reach for it, but Raphael is faster. He gently cups the small fish in his hands.
That was close. It's pretty silly for trying to return to its cage.
The vendor hands over a container. Raphael carefully places the flammula into the water before tenderly touching the fish's forehead. The fish gracefully sways its tail to create a string of water droplets. It's livelier compared to when it was in the pool.
Should I take this one home too? I wonder if Reddy needs a new friend. Or I could just return it to the sea.
Do we slap him? My ice-cold fingertips take longer than usual to register the warmth from his skin. Are you really Raphael?
Yeah, the real deal. If you don't believe me, you can pinch me to make sure.
Pinch! Oh. Without any hesitation, I pinch his cheeks with all my might.
Ow! Why would you do that?
It really is you.
Well, duh. Who else would it be? But I guess it's understandable. After being separated for 5,000 years, it's only natural for you to forget me.
What? My brain is overloaded with emotion, so I can't distinguish fact from fiction. I'm willing to believe whatever Raphael says.
Please don't actually believe that. Anyway, I was just trying to lighten
Megan.
the mood.
Welcome in.
So, did I get a chuckle out of you? That's what you get for sending me away against my will. This payback isn't too harsh, yeah?
I shake my head, my body unconsciously falling forward. Raphael moves faster than me. He takes a step to catch me in his arms. I lean against his shoulder and feel tears threatening to fall from my eyes. They slightly sting. It's a little mean, but since you're not older, A 5,000-year-old fish, I'll let it slide.
You were worried about that, huh?
Raphael gently pats my back and uses careful restraint to soothe me. He rests his chin on my shoulder and leans toward my ear.
Don't you have something else to say to me?
I tighten my grip as the joy of having him back in my life overflows in my heart. Welcome back, Raphael. White Sand Bay's sea breeze is gentle. It blows away the dust that has settled on my heart. The fragmented longing I've felt since our separation finally surges forth and washes over the man who's real, tangible, and standing before me. By the way, I fed the seagulls at your beach, but I couldn't find the cookies we used last time. They didn't eat a lot.
Oh? They get picky when I'm not around. I'll have to scold them once I'm home.
Also, I organized your paintings with Thomas. We couldn't tell which pieces were pieces you planned to keep working on, so we stored everything.
Yeah. I'll go through them again for the next exhibition.
And heartbeats and waves intermingle as he tightens his arms around me. I'm almost enveloped in his embrace.
Enough. If we keep talking, I'm actually gonna be emotional. You were the one who told me to leave, but for some reason, it feels like I was the one who abandoned you.
Dusk gradually darkens as the tide recedes. Suddenly, a restless sea breeze sweeps across the shore. Well, let me say one last thing.
It better be the last thing, cutie.
You haven't gone to Wave Chaser Island yet, right? Everyone is worried about you. The old butler is staying there to look after them.
All right. I'll put everyone's minds at ease. And resolve some issues while I'm at it.
Seemingly sensing my unease return, he gently takes my hand to convey a silent reassurance through the calm sea air. Fading sunlight sinks into the waves, and only the tide's refrain repeats before the night falls. Pretty eyes? Yes, he's very pretty. Imagine Zane calling you a cutie. He doesn't. I don't think like that's his vibe, you know? I feel like Zane's vibe is more like calling you sweetheart or calling you darling. Zane is so husband-coded. Rain cascades onto the city. The night scenery is transformed into a palette of neon colors. The square is nearly void of pedestrians. Only hunters wearing uniforms, busy coordinating their movements, are hurrying back and forth. Only one magnetic field anomaly remains. It's expected to be cleared tonight. Then the city will return to normal. But just as everything is about to be wrapped up, the magnetic field that had dissipated reappeared in a more hidden crevice, and it starts to expand once again. Mysterious. Countdown. What are we counting down to? The elevator doors open once again. Kalaya stares at the man who arrived a moment too late. Lucius gives her a polite yet distant nod of acknowledgement before stepping into the elevator. Instantly, the space feels claustrophobic.
Was the meeting announced on short notice because the Fountain of Ate reached a breakthrough?
An actual worthwhile discussion would be how Gaia Biotech used massive resources without even a trace of Whale Falls City to make up for it.
Don't blame me for what those opportunists did.
Kalaya stares at the numbers flashing overhead and makes no effort to hide the satisfaction in her eyes.
So long as it helps her awaken faster, I'm willing to let anyone become her side dish.
Lucius narrows his eyes. He'll try extracting one final piece of information.
You've encountered her?
A lost child needs a little bit of guidance to find the right path. Otherwise, I'm afraid the price you'll pay, Professor Lucius, will be greater than just the Fountain of Atay.
Her final words still hang in the air as the elevator doors open. With no response from Lucius, Kalaya's enthusiasm decreases. When she finally turns to see the laboratory before her, she belatedly mutters a curse under her breath.
Put away your pointless enthusiasm, Kalaya. The time to guide her is already gone.
Electronic displays diffuse and interweave throughout the space. Meanwhile, figures, both virtual and real, have already taken their positions. Only 2 empty spots remain. The old man in the center appears to have left his hospital room. Behind him is a screen that's significantly larger than the control console.
Regardless of the cost, we must make her return immediately.
Aren't we being too hasty? Everyone present is clearly...
She walks toward the flickering inorganic screen. Her slender fingers tap on several silent figures.
Unprepared.
Time is running out. The grand eradication is almost upon us.
Everything is silent, as if those words stole the voices of the people in the room. Time passes. Then, Lucius is the first to break the silence.
Already? According to the latest decryption of the signals from deep space, I thought we'd at least need...
Yes, the hunters have resolved most of the magnetic field anomalies. However, those are merely the planet's last desperate gasp for survival. The rules cannot be reversed. As for the signals, we've never been able to decode the most crucial section. It led to our incorrect estimation of how much time we had.
On the holographic screen, the floating magnetic field collapses, deconstructs, and reconfigures. It's like a jigsaw puzzle missing countless pieces.
After a brief cessation, the magnetic field anomalies will converge and burst again. This confirms the warning in the signals. The grand eradication is here.
Oh my. What are we going to do? I still haven't witnessed the full extent of her power. If I die without knowing the truth, I'll have regrets.
Then make yourself useful and contribute something better than your own self-interest.
Professor, you don't need to be so riled up. I just wanted to...
Enough. Save your bickering for later. Once we've emerged as the victors, you'll have all the time in the world to argue.
The old man clasps his hands together, his thoughts drifting to a distant place.
We can't wait any longer. There's no more time. This is our only chance.
Despite being shrouded in night, the town remains lively. On an observation deck facing the street, several people sit outside the range of the streetlights. Careful not to draw any attention, they speak in hushed tones. Xavier stands with his hands in his pocket and listens quietly. The third protocol is specifically designed for extreme situations. When activated, every backtracker must be informed. It doesn't matter if they're part of the procedure or still willing to honor their oath. It's simply a matter of giving a warning. A few raised inflections betray the hidden anxiety that one of the backtrackers can't suppress. Xavier doesn't rush them. Stars awaken in the night sky only to be quickly veiled by drifting clouds. In a daze, he thinks he hears that knight's oath again. He turns to seek the gaze which is always by his side. Yet he only sees the road he once walked. The night's darkness has swallowed it whole. The mindless monster remains frozen. The street lamp's light shines through the hole in its chest where black ice shards have pierced it. Zane adjusts his gloves. When he takes a step, he raises his hand. The light bursting from his palm strikes the twisted figure lunging at him from the darkness. As the last trace of metaflux dissipates, Zane flexes his fingers. This world's errors are increasing exponentially. He can no longer predict when the rules will begin to collapse. The wind rustles the leaves and he reaches to tighten his scarf, but he finds nothing around his neck. A hazy instant of disorientation seizes his consciousness. It's seemingly urging him toward the brightly lit area in the distance. But an energy disturbance pulls him back to reality. The dark figure lingers for only a second before turning and vanishing into the night. The ocean reflects fractured images of the moon. With no wind tonight, the weather should have been perfect. Yet in the deep sea, thousands of marine creatures hang suspended upside down. They're dead. According to the old butler, this has been happening in multiple regions over the past few days. There are no signs of human interference, nor is it a natural disaster. It's more like an indiscriminate extinction from a higher plane of existence. Raphael closes his eyes to dispel the fatigue from his hasty journey to Wave Chaser Island. He seems to hear the ancient prophecies echoing from the tome of the sea god again. The mark beneath his collarbone faintly burns as Raphael turns to look into the distance. At the horizon, the sea and sky blend into one. A storm is slowly brewing. The Zoyan hunt's after effects should have lingered for a longer period in this chaotic darkness, but the vermin on the streets have been unusually on edge since then. A poison called danger has seeped into the air. Even the unusually perceptive inhabitants here can't identify its source. The only one who might know is perhaps Silas. The violent disturbance passes unimpeded through the deep space tunnel. It oscillates and jumps within his right eye. The source, lurking and interfering, is at the other end of that tunnel. Dealing with it will likely be troublesome. Silas contemplates whether this fragile celestial body can still withstand such consequences. Pain, seeping, and corroding one's bones might not drive one to madness, but it's certainly unpleasant. The far space fleet speeds through a field of micrometeoroids and casts chaotic, blurry images of cosmic dust and planetary fragments across the holographic screen. The control console flashes with a dark blue light. A check of the spaceship's condition has been initiated. Passing through the field of micrometeoroids has caused the vessel to sustain 6 impacts. Surface abrasions detected, but the structure remains undamaged. Caleb looks away and spreads his fingers to rotate the holographic star map. To evade a magnetic field storm, the vessel entered an uncharted route and unexpectedly discovered a new part of the deep space tunnel. HQ has carefully reminded him that no contingency protocols were prepared for this region. Red signal fluctuations dance across the screen as the colonel cuts off the comms channel with HQ. He presses activate without any hesitation. The vessel's pause ends and heads into the deep space tunnel's unknown depths. Caleb's disappearing too? This brilliant celestial body provides humanity with its most generous cradle. However, it has never once promised eternity. Billions of years are carved into its pulsating body to allow the most brilliant civilization in the universe to rise. And now, grandeur and destruction are equally fleeting. It turns toward the next section without any sentiment, carrying countless scars it shall meet. An absolute destruction or a brilliant rebirth. Battle challenges. Is this like the end of the battle, the end of the story? Sure, let's do battle challenges. We'll just have Goga do all of the work for me. Thank you very much. Pursue. And we'll turn this off and turn this on. And just fight on auto mode and everything will be a-okay and fine.
This one's tricky, but I know you can do it. All good ends here. Come on. Nice. Using these tricks again. Evil is destined to fall. All good ends split heaven and earth.
Oh, these animations are so pretty. Every time I see like any of the boys like myth animations, so pretty. Yeah, these are the last battle challenges. So I think that's the end of the story actually. So I guess unknown what this grand extinction is gonna be. Everything seems to be going to poop, and there seems to be like the universe's way of saying like, let's blow everything up. I don't know. Like, what's happening?
Evil's wreaking havoc again? Which one?
No idea.
All good ends here. Using these tricks again. That's dangerous. Come here. Sometimes I wish you'd let me be your shield.
Oh, so easy. He's so strong.
Let's make it. All good ends split heaven.
Dude, it's like not even like any competition at all. It's so easy. Let's just do this and then we'll be ready. I keep hearing whispers. I don't know, rumors, whispers that there's going to be a 6th love interest, which I'm very interested in, right? Like, oh, what's he gonna look like? What's he gonna say? What's he gonna do? How is he related to, you know, MC and the story at large? But I also hear that like in or around June is when they do like an update to the main story. So I think people said they do an update to the main story during June and then in January or something. I'm not 100% sure. But they update twice a year. Is that correct? I don't know. Someone who plays Love in Deep Space who actually knows, let me know.
Here.
But I'm excited to actually be, you know, on content for once. That's always nice. We're finally caught up. I think to be 100% caught up, we'll need to read the World Underneath stories. Let's see where we're at. To be 100% caught up, we would need to... Okay, next is locked because there's nothing here. But there are like all these new stories, 25 to 30. So we have 5 new world underneath stories that we can read. So that's exciting. Let me just look at this real fast. What was this one? Okay, I remember this. Okay. Cool. That's everything. I'm probably gonna call stream here. I did want to do some other things, but my music meeting got moved up 1 hour. So I wanted to go run to the grocery store. Literally, I'm gonna go run to the grocery store and grab some ingredients for dinner. I wanted to make it because Ever wants some. So I definitely want to make sure Ever gets some, you know, of this dish because the zucchini is ginormous. I'll post a picture of it later, you guys. You'll see how large it is. In the meantime, let's raid a friend. Let's see who's live. And let's raid out. Oh, you know what? Drythe is live.
By more quickly.
Let's raid into Drythe because he is very sweet and I love hanging out with him. Alright, you guys, if you are a subscriber, you can copy either raid message. Both will work. If you are not a subscriber, unfortunately, you are going to need to copy that second raid message with the dog heads. I mean, it's still really cute, right? I really like it. I really enjoy it. We are raiding into my friend Drythe. He plays a lot of, like, what have I seen him play? He was the one who recommended Outer Wilds, actually, and I had so much fun playing it. Right now, he's playing 007 First Light. I've seen him play... Well, I think he's played like Monster Hunter. He's also played like War something on stream. I just really like him because he has really good energy, and like I could listen to him talk about like anything. Can't use emotes? You can't even do the dog heads ones? That one should work for everybody because they're like the Twitch TV emotes. But yes, tomorrow, undecided if I will be streaming. I have to see if I'm gonna be getting lunch with my best friend or dinner because I have a meeting at 6 and usually we meet at 6 for dinner. So with the meeting, I don't know if we're gonna be pushing our dinner time later or if we'll just grab lunch or something. All right, you guys, as always, please be happy, please be healthy, but most of all, please be kind. Be kind to others because you never know what a smile, hug, or hello can do for someone who's having a bad day. And be kind to yourselves. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Get up and stretch your legs every once in a while because if you don't, you might get an embolism and then you'll die. And then we'll all be really sad. And you'll never see the next part of the main story. Will we be eradicated? What is this? Like grand extinction or whatever? What are we counting down to? What are all these anomalies? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. In Love and Deep Space, I mean. Yes, I will see you all for sure on Monday. Sunday, undecided yet. I need to confirm schedule. But yes, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, you guys. I hope you guys had a fun day listening to me voice act. And I will see you all later. Goodbye. Say hi to Drythe. Bye, bye, bye. Copy the raid message.